So hi everyone.
Shut up, guys.
So hi everyone. My name is Kelly. I'm from Hong Kong, but I'm also half Taiwanese, and I'm running for general sec this year. So basically, the reason why I want to run for this role is because I believe that social media plays a crucial role in making ABACUS one of the largest culture societies. And I think that my previous experience will allow me to excel this position. So during my school years, as a member of the German society, I run for the having run like loads of social media platforms, I've increased 40 new members in the span of 2 months, and such experience would place me in a better position to gain insights on how marketing influence organizations. So as a management student, I'm also motivated to use my digital design and marketing skills to further accelerate ABACUS' social media presence. In the future, I hope to increase ABACUS' visibility, engagement, and participation. I aim to create content and provide feedback to improve communication between members, and I'll also respond to inquiries and listen to members' needs. So if I'm being elected as the next General Secretary, I will, number one, I will create animated posts. So I have some examples here. You guys can pass along.
Show it to live stream.
Oh, can I show? Oh,
No, just
wait,
put it-
guys.
Okay.
Wait, guys, put it on this.
Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry.
Oh my god, so cute. See, someone came prepared, huh?
So first of all, I would create animated posts. So the movement of the images, text, and graphics in animated posts will attract people's attention and therefore increase ABACUS members' interest in the event. Number two, I also aim to work closely with our future social events director. So from coming up events to designing posters. So this is one of the so like I saw like some like take me out events, and I think it would be cool if ABACUS do one as well. So it's basically like a dating event, I guess, to find your true one in college.
Okay, I see.
And then, or like create a poll on Instagram and ask them, oh, do you want to do event A or event B, and therefore to cater to their likings. So which increase a sense of engagement and inclusivity. So number three, last but not least, as a general sec, I think it's very important to identify trends in order to increase engagement with UCL students. So therefore, I would like to propose like disposable camera or Polaroids in like events. So or like introduce like photo booth and the entrance of the event. So I'll be responsible to take pictures of people that participate and get them developed. And I believe that this is a very new concept, so then we're therefore stand out compared to other societies and enhance ABACUS' overall reputation. So yeah, vote for me for genocide.
Guys. Okay. First scenario question. So the General Secretary is expected to design and produce publication materials for events such as posters, tickets, and merchandise. Say you requested an external printing company to print event tickets on behalf of the London ABACUS, but the tickets were printed incorrectly. So given the short amount of time, it will be difficult to reprint the tickets. How would you act in this given situation?
Because personally, I worked in my mom's restaurant where she have like menus that are on the paper, and there's often so many mistakes, and she basically would tell us to like use a pen and then to cross it out, and I believe that in my experience, I would be able to do that for this as well, and I'll ask committee members or all my friends to correct the mistake, and I believe the mistake shouldn't be that big. It would be like maybe like a typo or like a time that is like written wrongly. So I think I would do it manually because obviously if I want to reprint it, it will increase the cost and therefore like influence our whole like ABACUS society bank statement, and also like it will increase the pressure of treasurer's like position. So I would do it like manually to correct the mistakes.
Okay, so because these events are usually cross unis, so perhaps the tickets were given to other unis as well, and you only realize it after you've distributed among the other unis. So how would you act in that?
So if if we can't do it manually or the tickets already been given out, because I aim to make ABACUS like social media platform the largest and make sure everyone turn on the notification. So if they all turn on their notification, if I post something on the story saying, hey guys, there's a mistake, they will all know. So I'll aim to make ABACUS social media platform top tier.
Yeah, thank you. So for your next question, so normally social media is a large part of marketing and events and communicating with members, but there is a high chance that some people don't have social media accounts to get the information required. So how would you go about this situation, and how do you ensure that freshers know, to increase your following accounts and receive the necessary information and post?
So if they don't have social media accounts, I assume they have like WhatsApp, because that's the most basic communication. If not, then I will communicate them in person. For example, hosting an annual, kind of start of the year meeting, be like, hey guys, like most of our events are gonna post like on social media, so it will be really beneficial if we follow these and catch up with the latest news. Yeah, and I'll constantly remind them, hey guys, to follow this account, because basically all the information are taken from them. Or ask our first year rep to promote them as well, or if third year, then I'll ask ex-community members to kind of promote that social media, because our platform to deliver our information.
So I have a question. So you talked about increasing followers and all that. So how would you actually go about it to increase follower engagement or just increase followers in general?
So I have this idea that I mentioned before, a poll on so I'll work with the social event director and be like, hey, do you guys want to do event A or event B? If it's feasible, we post it on the Instagram story to see which event that people prefer more. Sorry, what was your question?
So how you talked about making UCL's ABACUS the most followed one.
Yeah.
So how would you go about that? What are the plans you have?
Okay, and I also aim to create end of year video. So for example, oh, this is what we have done in 2022 ABACUS, and then people will look at the video and be like, wow, it's so cool, I want to join this. Or for example, if the tickets isn't sold as much as we expected, obviously I will use the material from last year. For example, if next year 1010 isn't that popular, I'll make a video on the 1010 last year or previous year, and then to make them feel interested and I want to go to that event, and therefore increase ticket sales, which I hope our treasurer will be quite happy about it. Yeah.
Thank you. So committee, do you have any questions? Anyone else have any questions?
So, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So you mentioned about disposable cameras.
Yeah.
How do you ensure that the photos get to their to the people that are in the photos?
Oh, so as I mentioned, I will give some I will aim to have 3 disposable cameras for first year, second year, third year. For first year, I'll give it to first year reps. Second year, then I will be in charge, or other communities will be in charge. And third year, I will give it to ex-community members or connections that I have, and I'll just give it to them to make sure that everyone in ABACUS, no matter if you're a fresher, second year, or third year, you'll be included in the pictures. Because sometimes I was looking for my pictures, but I can't find myself, so which is kind of disappointing. So I wish to change that. Yeah.
Sure.
So with a lot of our events, we have quite a lot of loyal attendees who are in second and third year. But a lot of freshers who come into UCL, they don't really know what ABACUS is or what we do, and they don't really know how to sign up for our events. So how would you promote ABACUS specifically to freshers so they get the picture?
Well, I will aim to make a post of ABACUS 101. Teach them hey guys, ABACUS is quite popular, so if you want to go to the event, you better turn on the notifications, right? And then to make sure that you get the ticket, because it's first come first served based. Yeah.
Yeah, I have another question, which is kind of another scenario question. So, in events, especially external events, you talked about the camera, people will take pictures and upload to Facebook. So, for example,
someone DM'd you that they don't want their picture to be on Facebook or Instagram for their personal reasons, how would you go about that?
Well, first of all, I would try to ensure not to let this happen. So I would tell other people that if you are gonna take some pictures, make sure you get their consent. The scallop, and then you just take their picture and make sure that but if they DM me privately, and then if I kind of evaluate it, if it's really inappropriate, then obviously I would take them down in the first place. I wouldn't even post it on Facebook. So I would ensure that this situation never happens.